Hello and welcome to the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. I am your host, Lisa Sims, and I am excited to be with you on this early Monday morning. I hope you had a good weekend and you are looking forward to a great week. I know I am. And I am excited about today's show. Since January is Get Organized Month, what better way to help us get organized than to talk about organizing our small businesses? So whether you are a solopreneur, infopreneur, small office, home office, whatever the case may be, you can take away some nuggets from today's show that will help you to be able to get more organized. And I do want to mention that we are streaming live on our Facebook page as well as on YouTube. And so today's topic is going to be 5 tips for organizing your small business. And you may be saying, why do we care about organization? Well, organization helps us to be more efficient and more productive. If you've ever been like me and you go and you sit down at your desk and you look and you say, when was the last time I cleaned off this desk? And so when we are organized, it not only helps us to be more efficient, but it also helps our mood and it also just helps our overall vibe. And so we want to be able to operate efficiently so that we can service more customers and we won't feel all stressed out while we're doing it. And organization is the key to that. And so with our small businesses, we want them to be as organized as possible. And so I thought, hey, why not give you some tips to help you do that? And so that's what today's show is going to be about. And so my first tip for you for organizing your small business is to think about the structure of your small business. Now, many of you may be already incorporated, and that is good, and some of you may not. But there are different structures that you can organize your business. The last thing you want to be is a sole proprietor. And the reason you want to be able to structure your business in a legal manner is so that you can separate your personal assets from your business assets in the event that you should happen to get sued. And I don't want you to get sued, but just in the off chance that you do, you have a structure in place that shields your personal assets. So whether you are a limited liability corporation or C Corp or S Corp, you need some type of structure. Now, I'm not going to get into the differences between the three. What I would suggest is that you can go on nolo.com and you can see which structure actually will help you a little bit better, and then also talk to someone such as a tax attorney or CPA to help you see which one will give you the best tax advantages for you. But the main point I want you to take away from this is that if you don't have some type of structure in place and you are operating as a sole proprietor, stop it. That's what I want you to take away from this. Stop it and go ahead and get yourself legally structured with one of the structures that I mentioned, because it will pay off in the long run. And so take it from me. Now, I've always started out as limited liability corporations, and that was for the IT mechanic as well as Lisa Teach Me. And so however you decide to go, that is up to you. I want you to do your research before you decide on a structure if you don't have one. And for those of you that already have a structure in place, kudos to you. But the point of all of this is that you need some type of legal structure in place to shield your personal assets from your business assets in the event you get sued. All right, got that out of the way. Now, the second tip that I want to give you for organizing your small business is that you probably need to start thinking about hiring a virtual assistant. Even if you are a single person business, we get busy, we can't do everything. And we try, because I've been there, you try to do everything yourself because number one, you don't have the money to hire someone to help take some of that pressure off of you, and you continue to do everything from the marketing to the website design to the customer support, you name it, you do it. Well, you're going to eventually burn yourself out by trying to wear all these hats. But you can hire a virtual assistant to help alleviate some of those kind of repetitive, mundane tasks to free you up to do the things that you are best at and the things that you can excel at. And so a virtual assistant nowadays, they're not very expensive. You can go on sites such as Upwork and Fiverr.com, and you can find some people on those sites that are affordable, that can fit your budget, and who are skilled and can help you to take your business forward and relieve that pressure from you. And so I've had to learn that over the years that, hey, sometimes we have to realize that paying someone to do something that we can do is sometimes better than us sitting up here trying to do it ourselves. Because if somebody else can do it in, say, 30 minutes compared to us doing it 2 hours or so, then it's probably best if you just go ahead and pay somebody to do that. And so with so many virtual assistants and freelancers that are out here, there are so many ways that you can free yourself up from this. If you need somebody to write blog posts, then hey, there's virtual assistants that can do that. And then there's artificial intelligence software that can do that, such as Chat GPT can help you in that area to come up with ideas and blog posts and things of that nature. Even Canva has some artificial intelligence built into it. So, we got all these different tools available to us. We need to use them. We need to use them so that we can free ourselves up from having all of this on our plate. If we want our businesses to be able to grow and also to get to the level that we want them to. And so if you have not thought about hiring a virtual assistant, then this is an area that can help you get organized in your business to not only save you time, but it can save you a little bit of money as well. And so also, my third tip for you is to think about automating your customer service. Now, this is a big one because today, people don't really, well, you have some people who like calling a 1-800 number when they have issues with your product or service or whatnot. But I'm one of those people, if I don't have to talk to a customer service rep, I'd rather not. So why not on your website integrate some online customer service chat box? And you have seen them and probably have used them on websites such as Amazon, and there's others as well. I ordered a pair of glasses last week, and I was able to use the chat feature on Goggles for You. And it was a pleasant experience. I was able to get my issue resolved in a timely manner, didn't have to speak to anybody. I was able to get it all taken care of via the chat. And so I want us to think about that as well. And there are plenty of chat features that we can add to our websites. Number one, if you don't have a website, get a website. And number two, think about incorporating chat to your website, because people are busy. People don't want to have to pick up that phone and call somebody when they have questions or they have an issue. They want to be able to get that issue resolved as quickly as possible. And if you make it already a part of your website, then it will definitely be beneficial to your customers as well as you. And it can also help you to stand out amongst the crowd of people in your particular niche. And so you may be wondering, well, what are some of the chat features that are available, or chat services? Well, we've got Chat Fuel and Botsify and SQL are some of those that you can also incorporate into your website. And then there's like Zendesk. So there's so many different ways that you can incorporate customer service within your website. And all of this is to help you to take one of those hats off of your head and be able to service your customers or potential customers in a timely manner. So this is all beneficial, and you can do all of this 24 hours a day, because a lot of these things are automated. And so you can have automated questions, pre-programmed into the chat box. So there's just a lot of different ways that you can use this feature to be able to help your customers. I'm all for anything that helps people to get what they need, when they need it, and how they need it. And so if you have not thought about incorporating chat into your business, then your business's website, I would highly encourage you to do that, because it will save you in the long run. And so my fourth tip that I want to give you for actually organizing your business is to think about using some kind of note tracking system. And by that, I mean, as you're going throughout your day, if you're like me, your mind comes up with all types of ideas and thoughts on how you can make your business better. And so you need a place to be able to jot those down. And so if you don't have some kind of cloud-based note-taking system, then get one of those. One of my favorites is Evernote. I use Evernote because not only is it good for note-taking, it's also good for dictation, and it's also good for saving websites that you visit easily. It just has a lot of functionality wrapped into it. And so there's a desktop version as well as a version for your mobile device. So I like that. So we have to be able to record these thoughts and ideas that we have within a day. And you might have some other system. You may decide to do voice memos and things of that nature. But I'm one of those people, I like to be able to just kind of jot it down. And so invest in some kind of cloud-based note system, whether it's Evernote, or you can also use Google Keep. That's a note-taking app in the Google products that you can use for free. You can also use the Notes app on your iPhone as well. it doesn't really matter the tool that you use, it's the technique. And that's getting into the habit of jotting down our thoughts throughout the day. Because, hey, ideas come at all times of the day, and you don't want to miss an idea that you need to circle back to. I know I usually keep my phone within arm's reach, and that's throughout the day and as well as at nighttime. It's right there by the bed, just in case I wake up during the middle of the night and I have an idea, I can jot it down. I know when I was a programmer at that time, I used to fix code in my head during the night, and I actually, while I'm sleeping, come up with solutions to a particular problem I might be having and whatnot. So I always needed some kind of way to be able to jot that down. And so same goes for your business. So just have it handy. You never know when you're going to need it. And inspiration strikes at different times during the day. So don't miss it. Record it so that you can always go back to it and refer to it when you need it. And also, our last tip that I want to leave you with for organizing your small business is that I want you to be able to own your time. And by that, I mean, I want you to be very aware of where you're spending your time and how you allow people to utilize your time. And I know we all get those phone calls, and we have sales calls and things of that nature. And sometimes those calls take a little bit longer than we anticipate. And so oftentimes we don't set limits and boundaries ahead of time to help kind of circumvent that. But I want you to start using calendar software so that you can start scheduling meetings with people and stick to the time limit that you set, because hey, time is money, and the more time you waste, the less money you make. And so if you allow people to infringe upon your time, knowing that they're not going to purchase anyway, but looking for free information. I know we don't know any people like that, but in the off chance that you do, I want you to be able to take back your time and just don't let people just kind of pick your brain is a better term. We all get those calls. People, I just wanted to pick your brain. Well, no, that's what a consultation fee is for. You can pick my brain for about 30 minutes. And so I want you to be able to just schedule that time. And there's different apps that you can use. The most popular one being Calendarly, where you can actually schedule your time in increments, and you can share that with your potential customers as well on your website and on your social media, which is good for those people that might just want to ask you some simple questions. And so you can set the increment for that. Another particular app that you can use is Zoho Bookings. And I like Zoho Bookings because with that one, you can also set up your payment options. So when someone says, hey, I want to just pick your brain for a minute. So, hey, you can pick my brain, but hey, there's a fee associated with picking my brain. And so you can get you can actually have whoever to pay up front before you even start talking. And so I just want us to realize we are small business owners. Everything that we do is a money generating tool. And so we have to be cognizant of that, and we can't let other people just get things for nothing. And so you just have to think about it. And time is precious. It's one of those commodities that once you use it, it's gone. You can't get it back. And so you want to be able to be as efficient as possible. And then on the other hand as well, it helps you because you may have set a goal for yourself to do certain things. And so if you schedule that time on your calendar, whether you're using Google Calendar or you're using the calendar app on your iPhone, whatever you use to schedule your time, this helps to keep you focused and keep you on track. So I want you to be able to utilize your time as best as you can, because I said once it's time is gone, it's gone, and you cannot get that back. And so I hope those 5 tips for organizing your small business helps you to start moving in the right direction. I know many of those tips that I provided, you probably are already doing. Kudos to you. But if there were some, having some sinus issues here, but if you are not using some of these tips, then now is the perfect time to go ahead and get organized. It's January. We are on a new year, so let's start doing some new things to get some new results. And also, I forgot to mention earlier in the show, we're always looking for guests. So if you would like to be a guest on the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneur show, head on over to our website, stretchingyourcash.com. Click on the Be My Guest link and fill out the form. Now, you must be able to talk about your particular subject for 20 to 30 minutes, and it must pertain to the theme of this show, which is Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs. I'll review it and I will be in contact with you. And also, don't forget to follow us on social media. We've made it real easy for you to be able to keep up with the Stretching a Dollar for Entrepreneurs show. We're on Facebook and YouTube as well as TikTok, and our handle is Stretching a Dollar. And we are also on Instagram as well, and you can find us there at Stretching a Dollar Show. And so, as always, I have enjoyed my time with you today in sharing these organization tips for your small business. And so, don't forget to let me know how some of these tips are working for you. You can always head on over to our Facebook page, and you can let us know in the comments. We typically update our page every couple of days, and so with thought-provoking questions and things of that nature. So you can hop on over there and let us know how you are doing. And so with that, I am going to go ahead and get out of here. I have enjoyed being with you on this Monday, and I look forward to being with you on next Monday. Same time, 7 a.m. Eastern, on the same channels. And so continue to stretch a dollar in your business and continue to always look for ways to improve. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you and talk to you on next Monday. Take care.